I want to see if it doesn't look like Raphael is here. So Shadowheart doesn't know any better. We would probably go immediately to the last light in. Shadow Creeper. I'm not gonna react for an opportunity attack here. But here, it is probably judicious for us to make a retreat this way. Are these things immobile? I don't know. It's a plant. It might be immobile. Only one thing that is not a shadow creature goes before the entirety of our party. So, resistant to necrotic. There's enough undead that this is probably worth the action. Turned. Oh, fair. Probably shouldn't have attacked that one then. Ah, but it's almost dead now.
I'm ready.
Let's see. I can probably finish this one off.
Make it hurt.
Easily.
This will do nicely.
And then I guess we'll see if these are immobile or not. I will use a second level Hellish Rebuke. Okay, they can burrow. Can they be prone? Nope, they are immune to prone. I have a rage charge and I'm going to use it. So, and I'm going to use my enraged throw on this thing that probably can be thrown. I'm threatened. What am I threatened by? Okay, so I'm gonna start by regular throws here. And here. And then enraged throw here. And then I'm gonna stand in front because I'm raging. Scratch? Actually, maybe Scratch can finish this one off.
Forever dauntless.
And he wants to target. I have one sorcery point. I will go ahead and use a twin spell on two things that could be prone. I'll type the chaos that. And then I'll have him back off.
Making my move.
I think Shadowheart, I think we're gonna make a stand here. Edge of Darkness. And that is an action, weapon action.
Let me strike true.
And Karlach is immune to blinded as well.
Over here.
It does make it harder for the others. So right now, what he will do I'm gonna have him work on the giant shadow creepers, I think.
This is my time.
And you have Demon Sight, right? So you could just just stay in the darkness, honestly.
Strike hard, strike fast.
This feels good.
You are a bit far for me to care about.
Heating up. That's it.
No holding back.
On I go.
Let's have some fun. Yes, here.
Go on. Find a route.
Finding my way.
On my way.
Shall we cut and run? With finesse.
Smell blood. Good idea, Karlach.
Coming through.
Moving.
Leave no trace. This way.
No word. Incoming.
time to waste. Elves.
Got to move.
With pleasure. Into the shadows.
This'll help. No surrender.
This is my time. 2 steps at a time.
The dance macabre.
Let's finish this.
Let's spill some blood. Let's move. Time for a new approach.
Now this is my happy place. Tactical. One, two.
Forever dauntless. Coming through.
On my way.
I've missed this.
Halsin is still here. That is interesting.
Keep them guessing.
Gods, it's hot in here. Want to do it? Onward in her name.
So, if Halsin is here, I wonder what he has to say.
No harm in a little conversation.
You wish to speak?
I wonder what he says. We are in the midst of the Shadow Curse now. Is there any more you can tell me? I found the Flaming Fist who escaped the Shadowfell, but he's dead?
Poor soul. But in truth, if I had to choose between death and the Shadowfell, I'd choose death. Perhaps there's still a way to learn something from him. The dead can't deny their knowledge if asked the right question.
We are in the midst of the Shadow Curse now. Is there any more you can tell me about how to lift it?
We must find Thaniel. He's the embodiment of nature's power, but he's just a child. A child who has been trapped in this place for 100 years. But if we can find him, we can break the curse. If you learn anything of the Shadowfell, or of a boy with the forest in his eyes, find me at once.
I'll see what I can find out. I lie.
Oakfather shield you, my friend.
I find it very interesting that he is still alive. There are lots of people who are not. And on top of that, I feel like I am out of vendors now, aren't I? Well, I'm gonna loot this area, and there's plenty of it. Oh wow, Wilburn still has his hammer. That's cool. I mean, I guess he doesn't anymore. Oh. Sylvan Scimitar and a Scimitar +1. Instead of dexterity, the affected entity adds its spellcasting ability to attack rolls. Cute. Oh.
Time to meet your maker.
But I wouldn't go for a good rest about now.
But where is Isabel? Or was she one of the enemies?
I've looked worse, but I've definitely looked better.
Oh, there's
Check
Isabel.
for anything useful.
Moon Devotion Road. While the wearer has mage armor, each successful saving throw causes a source to deal 1d4 radiant damage. Produce flame as a cantrip. Lunar bulwark. A spear +1. Janel's gloves. Defy villainy. When the wearer becomes blinded, paralyzed, or poisoned, they automatically cast lesser restoration on themselves. Wow. Where are they? Ah.
Have to keep going. Come find me if you dare.
halfling essence. Got it.
I'm just waiting. Not a sound.
Fuck yes. Count on me.
Oh.
Battle favors the fearless. Finding my way.
Movements. They won't see me coming. Don't mind if I do. This way.
Can't afford any mistakes.
I think Shar sort of dispassionately now
Just check for
recognizes
anything
this
useful.
as a tragedy, but a necessary one. After all, we had to make Ketheric Thorn vulnerable, and it is definitely time for a long rest.
Do you know what happens when a devil is struck down on this charming plane of existence? It returns to the hells, to the very point where it last stood before venturing to whichever devil-forsaken plane it died on. In the case of our friend Yrgir, the Orthon you so handily dispatched in the Temple of Shar, he manifested in my House of Hope. He returned to me chastened but intact. His wounds healed, his body restored. He thought I would dismember him. But he has his uses. So instead, I am re-educating him.
We delivered the devil. Now I want what I'm owed. We had a deal.
Indeed, we did. I discovered all there is to know about those scars of yours. It's a rather grim tale. Even for my tastes.
Spill it. This sounds fascinating.
I'd appreciate a little less enthusiasm when it comes to Cazador and his horrors.
Oh, come, Astarion. We're about to unveil your destiny. You should be quivering in anticipation. Carved into that ivory skin of yours is one part of an infernal contract between the archdevil Mephistopheles and your former master, Cazador Zar. In full, The contract states that Cazador will be granted knowledge of an infernal ritual so vile it has never been performed. The rite of profane ascension. It promises to be a marvelous ceremony, very elaborate, incredibly ancient, and entirely diabolical. If he completes the rite, he will become a new kind of being, the Vampire Ascendant. All the strengths of his vampiric form will be amplified, and alongside them he will enjoy the luxuries of the living. The arousals and appetites of man will return to him, and unlike Astarion, he will have no need of a parasite to protect him from the sun. But the ritual has its price, as all worthwhile things do. Lord Cazador will need to sacrifice a number of souls, including all of his vampiric spawn, if he is to ascend. Imagine how he felt then, when one of those precious spawns simply disappeared into thin air. The only missing ingredient is Astarion. You are the final piece he requires to complete the ritual. Your scars bind you to it. Your soul will set off a very wave of death, bringing Cazador his twisted life. And that, my tragic and toothsome friend, is that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have business elsewhere.
You're quiet. It's unsettling.
It's a lot to take in. What do you think I should do?
I think she would focus more on his freedom before the Night Song becoming a Dark Justiciar. Now I think she would push towards, there's a way to become a living vampire. That must mean a lot to you.
The idea definitely has appeal. I could get rid of the worm in my head and still walk in the sun. I'd finally be free of the hunger. And if I'm the key to this deal of Cazador's, perhaps I can turn this to my advantage. I need to take the fight to him, and I need you to help me.
Of course I'll help. We'll hunt him down and kill him.
Thank you.
Wish I could say I was surprised about Cazador's pact. Where blood, death, and betrayal parade, you can bet your ass a devil is riding Grand Marshal. We're going to keep Astarion safe. On my life, Cazador won't touch him.
Our very own vampire's the missing pawn in his master's deadly game. Now, how about we go and reverse Cazador's fortunes?
I can't imagine how Astarion must be feeling. The terms of your own condemnation carved into your skin. Monsters' actions. And monsters do not deserve such power as that ritual promised. When the time comes, Astarion will have his revenge, I'm sure. And it will be richly deserved. But not yet. So, what can I do for you?
Okay, time for the partial rest.
Fatigue creeps through your limbs and presses on your mind. Yet it is a pleasurable sort of weariness, one founded in accomplishment. You slew the Night Song. You caused the Selûnite Enclave at last light to fall. All for the Dark Lady. Now you are her chosen. Your glory bought with the blood of others. It was worth it, was it not?
You cannot lie. Part of you regrets the cost in life. Yet it was Lady Shar's will. I think that's where Shadowheart would land.
A small sacrifice compared to the infinite glories that await. You are destined to be at Lady Shar's right hand, while others lose her favor, like your Mother Superior. She marked the wound on your hand. She sent you on a mission that nearly cost you everything.
She must be purged. The Dark Lady demands it.
She will become a footnote once you take her place. Your glory will be unparalleled. Yet you still feel like a novice at times. To be the chosen of Shar demands certain gravitas.
You still wear your hair like a trainee. Time for something more commanding.
So be it. There will be no rest for you yet, but come dawn you will be even closer to Lady Shar, in image and spirit.
Gods, you're beautiful.
What do you intend to do about Cazador's ritual?
Before anything else, I need to know where it's happening. To the public, Cazador is an ordinary noble. A little reclusive, perhaps, but just another of the great and the good of Baldur's Gate. He has a grand palace on the hills of the gate, where he hosts the city's high society. I don't know if he performed the ritual there. It feels too public. He'd risk exposure.
We should ask around once in the city. Maybe somebody's heard something.
I hope so, because I'm not striking another deal with Raphael. Who knows what he'd demand this time. But if the citizens of Baldur's Gate don't know anything, my brothers and sisters might. Cazador is a master of secrets, but the other spawn must have seen something.
Thou hast now a bosom companion. Take care that thou art not distracted on thy quest, seeking the comforts of the flesh.
My love life is none of your business, skeleton.
Recall that in time, all becomes dust and bone.
But I'm just here because I want
Fate
to respect Shadowheart a bit.
along as it should. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead? As thou desire.
So I changed Shadowheart's ability scores. Her dexterity drops to 14, and her strength goes from 8 to 12, because she's going to be using the spear a little bit more, and she's going to focus, and it'll let her carry more too. And also, instead of deception now, she is expertise in intimidation. So that eye is actually going to come in handy for that.
course, you're beautiful.
I wanted to ask about Cazador's ritual. You must be thinking about it.
The thing that will decide my fate forevermore. Yes, it's been on my mind. Why?
All that power. You must be tempted to take it for yourself.
Well, of course I've thought about it. If I completed the ritual instead of Cazador, I'd get all that power. And I could walk in the sun without fear I'd turn into a mind flare.
Naturally. Who wouldn't be tempted?
Of course, I don't even know if I could complete the ritual. It may be impossible, but it certainly is tempting. That orb seems powerful. What can it do once it's extracted?
Nothing good can come of it unless it is contained. Why?
It might be.
I put Gale in my party with the knock spell because I wanted to see if I could go back and unlock that one door.
Let's see.
I think I used up too many thieves' tools trying to open it. Also, I've decided not to try to scratch around. It's not worth the effort.
Shaped by shadow as it is, Shar and architecture has a kind of beauty to it.
Beautifully intimidating. This place was meant to scare people into submission.
There you go. Cutting right through the ephemera to the heart of the matter. Your finest quality, I think.
Here I thought I rubbed you the wrong way.
Nothing wrong with a bit of friction now and then. You help me keep my mind sharp.
Oh, thanks, pal. I think.
Ah, excellent choice.
Okay, Gale. Do your thing.
My faith protects me. I have to keep pushing.
Teachings of loss, endless dark. Breathe in and out. Look inward. What in the deepest reaches of yourself do you see? A bright and blinding light? A harsh, exacting sun? Or instead do you find a comforting velvet darkness? A womb-like place where all you are, exactly as you are, can find repose. This is the darkness Shar promises. A darkness free from judgment, free from scrutiny, in which we are invited to exist in our purest essence, our most essential selves. In the Callous Glow ring, the wearer deals an additional 2 points of damage against creatures that are illuminated. I think Shadowheart would have liked that very much about 5 hours ago. Alright, with Last Light gone, there's really not a particular reason to
My faith
end
will
my
guide me.
sessions there anymore. But I didn't want to be too
Onward.
close to Moonrise Tower, so I came back to Wraithwind Town. The Shar, you know what? The Sharn Sanctuary. That is a good place for Shadowheart to want to go, yeah? Is it? Yeah.
Let's see what we have here.
And in fact, can I go get my blessings?
It seems this statue has nothing to offer. Its challenge has been surmounted.
I suppose not, but this is a good place to stage. Shadowheart feels good here. I did want to quickly go over the changes. I did respec Shadowheart a little bit. I raised her strength to 12 from 8. I think she'll be attacking sometimes with the Shar's Spirit Eating, so I don't want her to be completely useless there. Her dexterity suffered a little bit from 16 to 14, and the rest of her scores didn't really change. I also, instead of deception, now she has intimidation, and the paid the price will go into that. But I did that to reflect a change in her demeanor. Also, I changed out her equipment. She no longer has any of the light-bearing equipment. She still has the Hellfire and the Neremisser. She wants to attack from obscuring as much as possible. So she's got the Dark Justiciar helmet, Dark Justiciar half-plate, Dark Justiciar gauntlets, and Dark Justiciar boots, as well as the Shar's Spear of Evening. Still rocking that adamantine shield. I went ahead and took the Killer Sweetheart that she earned for defeating the self-same trial, and I suppose once it procs, I can change that to another ring. Start the day off with the Amulet of the Harpers. Once I proc it, I can change that to another amulet. I put Crusher's Ring on for movement speed, because she still intends to do Spirit Guardian shenanigans. It's just she's going to be using Necrotic instead of Radiant, and she's not going to be doing the Luminous Orbs anymore, and she's, but anyway, I'll also be role-playing that change in demeanor. She's going to be a lot less lighthearted than she was, and we will see how that goes. And next time we come back, I believe we will be assaulting Moonrise Tower.